Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome on in to the stream. There's something in the air today. I don't know. I've been receiving a lot of comments on my video. I've seen tweets. A lot of people are out for blood. They're out for me. I think I've succeeded. I think I've done what I've achieved, what I've aimed to achieve. Oh, it feels great, honestly. They're telling me to count my days. They're telling me when they're gonna get me. Good old content creation, and yeah. Yeah, so, Sorry, that was a lot. But yes, anybody who's coming into the stream, spoilers for episode 4 of The Mass, or episode 21. But yeah, we're here. Oh, shoot. I pressed the wrong button. We're here. 621 is here. Say hello to the new Mig, who's going to be here for the remainder of SBK Season 2. Yes. Okay, ads are done. Awesome. But yes, we're here. We're here, you know. Hashtag not my Mig. Man, I have two sections of my fandom. There's one that absolutely loves 621 and everything about him for some reason, and then there's the people who absolutely don't like him at all. Cry more than Avid somehow. Well, I think I won. Sorry, Evan. Apparently, yeah. Evil. Well, all I'm saying is I'm not gonna reveal what happened really to 918, but I will say there is stuff in the video about 918 that if you were noticing early on in the things I was paying strict attention to, you might understand what's really going on with 918. 918 wasn't really on SBK the whole time. I fear no spoilers. You don't? You don't fear any at all? Big 61 is a great character. I also want 918 to live. Me too. I'd like him to live. Hashtag not my Mig. Yes. Feels great. You know, guys, I want to tell you guys, I've been holding so many things in my back pocket for like a year now. So like the final scene where 918 exits, departs, and 621 enters has been in my head for a year. I will say the mass wasn't part of that initially. The mass was introduced later on, but it gave me such an amazing idea for what I wanted to do and how to make 918 kind of exit the series in some regards. And then yeah, so the wizard character was something that kind of was created kind of more on the spot, because I needed a character to become kind of a foil to a lot of things. However, the one thing that kind of changed in the middle was the wizard Mig being the first person to try to kill Mig Prime. That's what changed. Because eventually, as I was like planning out the story, I realized I needed a way for 621 to enter that seemed natural. And there had to be something to do. It had to be something to do with Mig Omega, because I knew already like that I was thinking about having Mig Omega be kind of like an important character to like protect 918 in some regards. So Omega's been spending a lot of his energy protecting SBK2 from this Mig right here. Was not expecting the wizard to do what he did. Yes, but yeah, I've been holding that in my back pocket like the wizard Mig being evil has been a kind of has been a thing since episode 10 of the series. Episode 10. And the reason why he was so mysterious is because he was unsure of like who was controlling me, because if it was someone from the collective and they knew about what the wizard Mig tried to do, he would be in big trouble. So that's why he was very secretive. That's why he wasn't revealing himself too much. Yeah. I think it needs to do better. That's the thing though, because if you remember, the Void World has some time dilation, and the problem is that even if Wizard Mig can't kill, even if Wizard Mig can't kill Omega, he can at least distract Omega to the point where Omega will lose focus on SBK, and then he will have to re-find SBK, which could take hours, which means like weeks upon weeks of SBK being unchecked from this guy, this rascal. The wizard reveal was fantastic. I'm so glad it landed well. That was the one thing that terrified me about this episode, is because like this was like the reveal of so many things at once. You know, obviously like obviously for the mass lore, it's kind of establishing something's going on because of certain things being distributed to the thralls, and that MiG 918 or the mass MiG was doing something different. And yep, so if you couldn't tell, 918 wasn't present when he was being eaten, or when the body was being eaten. I was very specific about that too. Massey had full control over that body. Oh, mentor to help 918. Nope, actually genuinely surprised me with his go feed the mass. Yeah. Cut to inside Mig's head during the camp out. Really got me laughing. Yeah. I like initially when we had planned that meeting, I had this whole monologue that I was thinking about doing, but like after once we established things, and once I started to understand what was like once I started to like really flesh out what was going to be going on with, you know, the character beyond like when he got to level 3, I realized that at this point MiG 918 doesn't have a lot of control, so like he wouldn't be able to denounce things, and he was eating the doke bars too, so that's interesting. But yeah, so this episode was an episode that has been in my head, like not every detail, but the event of like 621 basically coming in, messing everything up. Not eating anything made by Milkman. Yeah, exactly. Character consistent. Ended up dooming 918 further. Yeah. At the joke visit at the end has thrown a wrench into all my masters, so thanks for that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I totally spaced on the fact that Avid and Marm were gonna wait until next episode to have that that scene in their next episode. But I guess it's fine. It doesn't. You guys were probably gonna notice anyways. But the only reason I was just gonna have like cut to me like explaining the 918 thing, and then walking into the mass, and then, you know, doing the slide cut into 621 entering. But I needed more time for the song to swell up, so I added those little extra bits in there. It'll get you excited for what's going on with Avid and Marm in their next episode. Good plot twist. Maybe do a double take. Yeah. Yeah, when performing those scenes, I gotta say, all I'm saying is this weekend while I was editing this video, I basically spent all weekend editing this video. When I when I cut everything, when I put the first act together, like as soon as I finished the first act completely, which is just all flashback, like literally no gameplay, like just regular gameplay, it's all flashback footage. I legit felt terrified because I knew where this was leading, but like it's so like there's just so much dread of like, oh, things aren't the same anymore. That's why like I'm glad I had the episode where I tried to get full. It was a nice light episode to kind of release the tension a little bit so that I can just whoosh you guys back into the okay, might have a good deed by watering down the doke bars, huh? Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta eat your problems. Yes. Oh, thank you all for the follows, by the way. I see some followers that are like from today. EC Gamer, Tinulin, the only guy I know. I haven't watched Marms or Avid's videos yet because I don't want spoilers on your video, and I knew instantly they did not include that last bit. Wait, can Leon kill 621, please and thank you? I don't know. Could have never predicted any of that, and it was amazing. Yeah, exactly. See, the thing is, I saw a lot of y'all's theory crafting, and I so much wanted to say things because you guys were on track, but sometimes like when anybody's theory crafting, there's any like single wrong assumption can lead you down the wrong path, and it's so easy to go down the wrong path when theory crafting too, because it's like, you know, when you have information that you don't know, you kind of have to infer things, and sometimes there are things that are like somewhat up for interpretation. But what I like is destroying everyone's theories, but still having it make sense. Because me personally, as much as I like theory crafting, I like theories because I like breaking those theories entirely flat on its head, but of course in a way that actually makes sense. But it doesn't stop you because you'll get some details right. I've seen enough people get details right that I'm like, hey, he has the hammer. Latch on to the wrong detail, you never go the right direction, but still leads you to such fun theory crafting. Yes. Another feeling I've been working on this and I want to tell everyone, but it's not the time yet. It's amazing and terrible at the same time. Next move. So much MIG lore backlog to catch up on when the season is over. Yeah, well, letting you know, guys, we are heading towards the finale of this lore. Like, done finito. Like, in terms of, like, this story, this saga, I guess. Because we had the, we have many different arcs within the story. So, like, we have the initial starting arc that kind of puts you in the middle of it, which is 621's massacre. And then the second arc is kind of like Lost in the Sky, I guess you could call it, the Lost in the Sky saga, or arc, which is the SPK arc, season 1 arc. And then there's Last Survival, where it's like kind of like a post-apocalyptic, just trying to survive arc. And then SPK season 2, which is kind of like a mystery, you know, amnesia arc. Hello, Ben. How's it going? Stars, welcome on in. How y'all doing today? I feel indifferent about the mass. The mass is kind of just the mass. Whatever, man. How is everyone? Getting the general vibe that a lot of people are out to get me. I'm being told to count my days is what the general vibe is. But yeah, no, like, I think it's so very warm right now. Next location right now. Yeah. But yeah, there was just so many scenes, like my death scene. I'd been thinking, I guess not. Yeah, but like the 918 like feed the mass scene was something I had in my brain for like since I was introduced to the storyline, because I was like, there's my out. There's my out. And there's how 621 comes in. Drop the location, we just want to chat. 37 months, Ben! Woo!
Not
Very
like this, I've been here too
I
long.
love video transitions like that. Thank you. Yeah, that specific one. And then that, I had the idea last minute to like level up my characters to like level 4, which is the skin you see right at the end with like the red eye and everything, with the little bit of mask wrapping around, kind of. And like the messed up hand. Yeah, that was something that I kind of like whipped together because I was like, I want to like really show that it's getting further. Because like, unlike everybody else, their bodies assimilated to the infection and it kind of just worked. They kind of just got red details on them and red hair. And then 918's body was actually rejecting the infection, which is why he looked all messed up, because the body was rejecting it and fighting it. But of course, the infection is not just gonna stop because the body isn't a fan of it. It's just gonna keep going, and it's gonna do some damage, unfortunately. Love the Avid's holy pizza face. Yeah, that's what he said when I showed him the skin initially. Gotta find Sash to like the detail. Yeah, little bits of levity it kind of help with like that a little bit, but like holy crap, I don't know if it was just the music that I picked or like the ominous feel of like the ambience in the background, but yeah, that whole episode, like watching through it for like a final pass through, I was like I felt like a pit in my stomach watching the whole thing, and I knew where it led. I knew the ending. But, like, it was one of those things, you know, like in Revenge of the Sith, you know that the story's gonna end poorly, or, like, the bad guys are gonna kind of win, but you have that, like, glimmer of hope that things might be okay. Things might just turn out okay. You know the ending to it, but, like, you want it to not end that way. And, like, when I was doing that little monologue before I left for Act 3, I like genuinely was like, I don't want to go because I want to just stick with like the funny silly laughs. Yeah, you better feel that. Guys, look, I traumatized myself too. So we're even, right? Cause yeah, I just really I just yeah. But honestly, once this season is over, I really want to go back to silly I really want to go back to like silly lore. Like more fun lore, cuz I think this season got a lot more angsty. And I don't know like exactly why I had it be like I don't know. I have no idea where it got to this point. But like even then I had this sort of like let's get this out of the way. Even without the mask, this ending was going to be like the ending to this sort of episode was going to be like sort of tragic either way. But like I feel like the angst just got doubled. But yes, I don't know how I got to this point of angst in it. Really lent itself to the character feeling real, if that makes sense. I got such huge sense of foreboding dread when 918 flew towards the wizard near the end. Yeah. Yeah, so like that feeling of dread was there, but the shock of the wizard character, like who he really was. And like I think the thing is too, is like it's not like he's just evil like character. It's like he saw something really horrifying and it had him angry enough to where he wanted to end Prime right then and there. You know, without thinking, just pure rage after seeing what Prime did. There was just pure rage. I had to have your Shadow the Hedgehog arc, yeah. But because he wasn't methodical and he didn't have an operator axe on him. Yeah. But yeah, 621 is an interesting character too, because like he's sort of like that tragic evil character where like he's being influenced by the axe, But like in some regards, it's still his anger. It's just being weaponized to some regards. And that's something that I definitely want to explore in the next couple episodes. So many Angie Migs. Yes. Like, I would like to note that 918 felt the same anger. However, the difference is you can notice that he doesn't have the same tone with it. And 918, and that's him, that's despite him remembering the different, you know, despite him remembering everything that 621 did. Or like the things that 621 felt. But yeah. But I'm super excited now because there's so many things like 222. He's been kind of just stuck in a holding cell for like so many months. I am excited for y'all to see what he's been up to in his meditation, waiting patiently. Yeah. So 222 is going to be an important player in the movie that I am making at the end of the season. It's probably going to take a while. I'm aiming for an end of May release, but I do think that there might be a possibility I might have to push it slightly to June just to get that last bit of editing done and then promotion, because I want to make a trailer for it to get y'all hyped for it. 19 isn't influenced by the axe, or because 918 made so many friends on SPK-2. Could be one, could be both. I'm not going to answer everything because obviously, like, I did want to reveal a ton in this episode, but I held myself back a little bit more because there's a lot to be revealed in the next episode, because there's going to be some scenes on the Venator. There's also going to be a skibbity. There's also going to be wait a minute. There's also going to be a Last Survival episode, maybe next week. My next SDK episode is kind of up in the air when it's going to be released right now, just mainly because there's a lot of things that we're scheduling for Marm and Avid's finales. And obviously, I'm going to be participating in that quite a bit because, you know, obviously, I didn't just come here for fun. I didn't just come here for fun. I actually have stuff I want to do. So, I guess you'll have to wait and see. I'm writing a McLore song animatic. Can't wait to slowly see what I come up with each new episode plus movie. Oh, that's awesome. He came here to win. Yep. So this guy has plans. But, you know, he's on a Minecraft world with other people now, and he has an opportunity to do some creative building. He might be building some stuff in the Jungle Kingdom. Like, you know, he hasn't done like a lot of building in a while, and there's a huge empty space over here just waiting to be filled up. Maybe 621 has some ideas. Maybe some ideas that 918 didn't have a lot of time to execute on just because 918 was, you know, busy, you know. You know, the mass and the wizard. Yeah. At some point, I may consider building the wizard spaceship on SBK. I didn't actually build it. It's that is on a creative world. The only reason why I didn't build it is just because I ran out of time. I was thinking about building it actually on the server, but like, yeah, I just ran out of time to do it. And on top of a million other things. So that one's specifically for lore. But I still think I want to build it just for y'all so you could find it in the world download. But I think I might do it off camera and that be a thing that y'all have to find for yourself in the world download. That ship is so huge. It's actually one of the smaller ships I made in Pleasant Craft Season 1. 621 when he sees Milkman throwing hands instantly. Yeah, exactly. If I catch sight of Sad Milkman, Viking Pilot, or King Elfie, it's on sight. It's on sight. The Cosmic, so you guys, just so you're aware, the Cosmic Venator is a build that I actually built in survival on Pleasant Craft Season 1. Just letting y'all know. Like, if you guys didn't know, the Cosmic Venator is like I retroactively made it a ship that existed before Pleasant Craft Season 1. No creative planning. I did a wireframe, and then I just filled it in survival. And like, I did some little things with like Lightmatica and stuff, but like most of it was just shaping. So like the actual frame of the ship of the Venator was I designed it in creative, and then I didn't use Lightmatica at the time. So what I did was I got the general shape, and then what I did to make sure I got the exact size right, I used glass without the connected texture so I could count how many blocks I needed to go like in specific lengths, and like I just used screenshots to help guide me a lot of times. And that was the same with just the ship in general. Yeah. I'm so spoiled with Lightmatica now, but like I guess it's helped me to just have that sort of skill set, because like a lot of these islands I make just wireframes in creative, and then I build those wireframes in survival with Lightmatica, and then I just fill the island in. But like some islands, so this island, I mostly built freehand. All the chunks are built freehand. The island under here, this is entirely freehand. I didn't design this beforehand. This just kind of happened. And then you guys remember the wool shop? All these islands here had like little circles as like references for where the islands will go, and then the actual islands themselves were free-handed. Really big MC YouTubers are on a level levels to me. I've just been doing this for far too long. Like, really, all it is just like I used to watch a ton of YouTube, and then like you just do something for long enough, and like you actually try it, and I think I think a lot of people's problem is they're too afraid of doing it bad the first time. Do it bad the first time, because that's a start. You know, like you're not gonna start off with some amazing level of builds a lot of the time. It's a kind of a skill you have to learn, and it's not like a one size, you know. It's not like a one answer. There's many different right answers that you have to kind of just search through until you find something that works for you. I thought a few days ago, I wonder if 61 on SPK would have any consequences when he attacked 3 specific people. Then it actually happens. Why do my predictions keep coming true? It's weird having you open the inventory and 61 is there. Yeah. I kind of miss the lack of Geen. There is Geen. He has a Geen shirt, but it's like darker. Just to show you the angst. The Geen isn't as vibrant. Jeez, I can't speak. Also, Albie, welcome on in. 60 stream streak. Okay, but does Kale count for the on-site thing? Well, 1, he's not there, and 2, probably not, because I think Kale was one of the few people he didn't like. They didn't abuse the bandbox in Pleasant Craft Season 3. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Exactly. I like bad art over any art, any quote unquote art that people use specific artificial intelligence for. Because like bad art means someone is trying. If you're using something like that, you've already given up. Preference for Pleasantcraft, if you don't mind me asking. Well, Pleasantcraft was simply just a vanilla SMP. It started during the pandemic because, you know, we were all home, nothing better to do, so why not start an SMP? And we carried it on for a couple years, but everybody was going back to work, to playing, back to work and stuff in school, so people had less time, and then also like there wasn't a lot of interest for regular vanilla SMPs. But yeah, and then that's where kind of Skyblock Kingdoms comes in, because it's kind of like, this was supposed to be like kind of like a break experimental type of SMP between Pleasantcraft seasons, and then it turned into this. It turned into like my entire content creation journey. Like this I think I've grown the most on Skyblock Kingdoms. Of course, I've grown on my own quite a bit. Like Last Survival got me to 1,000 subscribers. And then doing the 100 days of Skyblock, that also got me to 2,000. I'm nearly at 3,000, guys. I am less than 50 away from 3,000 subscribers. So check out the latest video and then hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, so we can hit 3,000 subscribers. That's crazy. I didn't even realize how close I was. I was just kind of not paying attention to my subscriber count until like I was going to upload I was going to like check something on my analytics, because like I do ABC testing for my thumbnails, and I wanted to see which one for the previous episode had won. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm at like 2,950. The pandemic curse, yep. I will say, like, but yeah, that's the reason why I could make the Venator on Pleasantcraft Season 1, is because I had so much time on my hands. I would spend like, I would have like, whoa! Yo, shiny whopper slime fish, baby. Woo! Okay, maybe we get the legendary at some point. What if I just randomly get like a legendary shiny? That'd be crazy. That's not gonna happen though. Shiny. But yeah, I haven't been enjoying content creation as much as I have with Skyblock Kingdoms. Like you could probably tell, because like legit, this is the most content I've produced in a year than I have in many previous years. Like both in terms of quantity and quality. Like I think I've even upped my quality. I've changed my philosophy, of course. I'm more anti-retention than I used to be. Like this latest episode, I let things breathe a little bit more. I felt like, and allowed you to sit with a couple things. Like that, I think the best shot was when it was just the wizard and Omega. And then like there's this slow turn from Omega and he's like, you know you can't kill me, right? I felt like that was like peak cinema for me. Need to get a lottery ticket if you get that, yeah. Ooh, this is a good song here. Next ever first, Mig drops the most retention-filled video known to... Manifesting, yeah. This is such a good song. But yeah, I'm just so excited, guys, because like we're hitting the parts of the story that I've been salivating. I've been like, I want to get to that so bad. And like actually like making this stuff, because like a lot of these scenes, like I said, a lot of these scenes were in my brain for like freaking a year. And some of this stuff has been just sitting in my head for the past like 6 months. And I've just been like, I want to get to it so bad. But I gotta be patient. But like now, like we're here. We're here. Things are like changing now. It's no longer set up. We're actually paying off the things that I've been setting up. Ooh, Power 3, not bad. I gotta do an April Fool's video at some point. I've been wanting to do April Fool's videos, but like they always end up in the middle of other things that I'm trying to work on, and it's just always just never enough time for me to get it done. But yeah. But I'm so excited. But like come June though, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Once I get done with the SBK, I'm taking a month break. in June, just because like holy crap, guys, I'm telling you, I have never been more busy in my life. I've never pulled more all-nighters than like these past couple of weeks, just because like I am so locked in on getting videos done, and it's probably not good for me, but like I'm enjoying it, so I'm just gonna ride that high. But like I know come June, I'm going to be like kind of absent. Not gonna lie. But so don't be concerned. I'm not absent because I died or got burnt out. It is because I'm just simply giving myself just some time to like videos as a miniseries, but no one realized until we're 3 episodes in. Mostly pleased, but that's also exciting. Mig dead and gone forever. A break from the big things, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, one thing I'm very excited for. SBK season SBK panel on TwitchCon. Very excited. I'm going to be staying up because it's going to be at 3 or 4 a.m. for me, but I'm staying up, or I either might go to bed early, which is probably not going to happen, or I'm going to stay up and watch it. But yeah, I'm very excited for that. Recover before you reach burnout, because once you burn out, it's, yeah. I have taken breaks, like that's why I took the break in January, because I could feel like kind of the, oh my god, I'm doing so much, I need to relax a little bit. And I think I did a little bit, but then I kind of just continuously like still made a lot of content. When is SBK panel in American times? Actually, I'm trying to check it. They go, so it's like 3 or I think it's like 4 a.m. my time, or 3 a.m. my time, actually. 3 a.m. So that's like 2 a.m. PST, and then 5 a.m. Yeah, 5 a.m. EST, I think. Yeah, it's not a great times for Americans, but like, yeah. But like for the panel, it's great because I'm pretty sure it's like one of the first panels after like the TwitchCon opens, I think. SPK mod watch party. Yeah. But yeah, all I'm saying, guys, is I'm gonna be focusing like throughout like May. I'm going to be very locked in on editing because I'm going to be editing the movie. And when I say the movie, I mean the movie. Like, because like I've been writing the script for it in between and like planning out the plot beats and everything and how they fit together, because it's going to be across Last Survival, the Cosmic Venator, and SBK. So it's going to be a full crossover where there's going to be builds like on Last Survival and SBK specifically that are going to be like SBK is mainly just you know, 621 enjoying his time here and starting to slip a little bit. But you're just making a full lore movie? Yeah. Making a full lore movie. That's going to be just a full crossover because I need to have like a full ending to the lore, and I need to involve Last Survival in that because it's very important to it. But it's going to be, and it's going to very easily like explain a lot of things for people who are kind of new. But yeah, it's going to be, and I'm going to give you guys the title reveal here. The movie is going to be named The Great Mig Reset. That's what the movie title is. The Mig sit-in. Yeah, so that's the title for the movie. Oh dear, I haven't slept. That's perfect. Yep. I did name drop that at the end of the SBK episode. If the MIGs get reset, then who becomes the new the MIG? Stole this. Now I'm even more scared. But yeah, I'm so excited. I already have the ending planned. I have so many things lined up for it. Did have to change a couple things, unfortunately, but like, there's gonna be some people involved, non-MIGs, that are gonna be somewhat involved in this in this story, and you guys are not gonna believe it. But wait, did Stolas tell you what Albie said about him doing Minecraft content? He sent me a DM of a message that you made about Wait, I gotta look back at the message. Just so I'm looking at this accurately. Oh yeah. Yeah, the MIG variant that's clearly not MIG. Milkman isn't there, I'm rioting. But yeah, I have so many things, like, there are a lot of things set up right now that are going to be important plot beats in the movie. If you guys have been kind of noticing, both with Last Survival, the latest Last Survival episode, and the latest SBK episode, and the past couple SBK episodes. There has been so many things that I've been putting together these past couple episodes and making sure that they're lined up. And there's one thing that I'm doing with another. I'm not gonna say what it is. But let's just say Mando is more of an important character than you guys might realize. The Mando character. This thing Solus can do is your brother is steal from you. Exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah. I will say I am very. I didn't put Mando in there. This shirt is so relevant, yeah. But yeah, I also just wanted an excuse to have another character with a voice filter. Hey, 621. But yeah, all I'm saying is there's so many things that I have kind of like sliding together, and holy crap, trying to remember everything for this storyline is crazy. And the fact that I'm able to retain as much information as I can, I know for the longest time I've been the guy who forgets everything, but I think it's just because my brain storage is being taken up by the MIG lore. like whenever I involve a character in something, I think about their history, why they would be involved in the first place, what their character would do, and where they would even be at the time, and would it make sense for their character to be at that location. And oh my lord, I don't know how I retain all that information. drop the full planning doc. The planning doc is little bits of information that I just scatter across many different documents and in my brain. And then the lore doc. The lore doc is like my main point of reference for like future decisions. For most things. How many voice filters do you have? I have this.
I have this.
I have this. I don't know what this is supposed to be.
I have this.
I have this.
I have this.
And I have this. Feed the mass.
Brain too full of Reddits to retain anything else. Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah. Watching the episodes of us stream. Enjoy the video. Tiny Mig incoming with the high-pitched voice. I really want to have a Mig one day that's
Literally just a tiny Mig who has this voice. Just this voice.
Please make a tiny Mig. Literal bug Mig. I'll have him wearing a bug outfit. Like a bug costume. Bug Mig could be real, yes. Whoa! I've not captured a single, like, core fish at all, so, like, my luck is not looking too great. Would we still watch Meg if he was a worm? Albie could win. He has a big eyes like Gronk Chungler had. Bug would he be if you were a bug, chat? I actually wouldn't know. But yeah. I just can't believe it. Like, even like myself, person who has been planning all this stuff, I still cannot, like, believe we are here. I'm still, I think, sometimes I think I'm dreaming when, like, when, like, big stuff happens like this. Like, yeah, I'm 621 now. That's just what it is, you know? I have to change my whole personality now. Like, I can't record episodes talking like this. I have to talk like this. Hello, everyone. You know, like, you know that YouTuber, the Vile Eye, I think it's called, who does the Analyzing Evil? I don't know if you guys watch that channel, but like kind of like that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Analyzing Evil. In this episode, we talk about MiG-621. MiG-621 was a member of the MiG Collective who, after learning a terrible truth about the MiG Collective, went on a rampage massacre. Into dread. Ladybug. I have to switch personalities now. Yeah, me too, buddy. Yep. Make us a centipede to me. I can't. So God. I love the Jonathan reference. Yeah. That was another, like, levity joke that I added in just to, like, release a little bit of the tension. Because if it's all tension, it becomes a little hard to watch, I think. You know, you need to have that sort of release, but, like, that under... Like, even with the jokes, there's a sense of terror with the jokes. Like the, oh, I just love the mass, you know? You have many legs, yeah. The ARG unfiction stuff. Interesting. Hello, everyone. Like, that's literally how I'm going to be talking to people in lore mode. Hello, Marmalade and Avid MC. This mass, an interesting thing you've created here. I would like to learn more about it. Yeah. Like, that's how I have to think. Cause like 918 is easy because it's just like, he's chill, you know, like he has no qualms. He didn't have any like heavy burden. He had the mission underlying, but he was just more focused on having fun. And that's kind of like the thing. And that I've been having this theme, and if you guys, yo, another, let's go, shiny chunky. We're at 40 unique. Oh my god, I'm so far behind everyone else. Constant ASMR mode is weird. It's gonna be. So I'm going to scare anyone with his voice tone. Yes. Well, I have many ideas. So many ideas of how I could mess everything up for everyone else. Bounty Hunter SMP with Origins. You could be the bug one. Oh my god, I would have loved to do Bounty Hunter SMP. We just like I couldn't find the time to do it, unfortunately. Just a little guy with memory issues. Yep. But now he has burden. But now I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. But like, of course, the later parts of the story, like he has burdens, and now he's like he's. I say now. I keep on saying now. I gotta stop talking now. I'm not talking in the right tense, but yeah. But 621's here. He's here to stay for at least a little while. Mig versus constantly keeping himself from spoilers. Yeah, I have to keep on stop talking. Posture check. Thank you, thank you, M, for the posture check. Hi, all. Welcome. Spoilers for episode 4 of The Mask. But I'm feeling a little different. But yeah. Honestly, though, the past couple weeks has been fun. I love playing that character who's just insanely like like the whole mask thing. I wanted my character to be just the most devoted, just purely because like when the mask part takes over, it's like all Massey, like all Massey's #1 fan. I'm normal now. I feel a little different. Starts laughing in insanity. Yeah. I have so many, so many. Yeah, no thoughts, only mass. Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, I'm so excited for like to do like more stuff with the mass. With like the stuff with the mass, because obviously 621, he's a little curious about the mass, so he has ideas. Massey 8, it's #1 fan. Yeah, because like you saw what he looked like. He was doing terrible. He could probably barely even stand. Once I get a Chungus shiny slime fish, I'll know that I'm doing good. I think I've almost got every variant of shiny slime fish except the Chungus. Wait, do you know the old trend of it's actually cake in their hardware where they're dragging a knife Fiji to cut the image real as cake? I want to do that because the masking with orange is in my head. Yeah. This one's defective. Send it back. Yeah. Don't you think Massey would have loved to have a body that just was the mass? Was just the mass? So that Massey can just roam around free. Unfortunately, that body just didn't want it. He's literally carrot cake. Yep. But yeah. There are so many things that I'm just so excited for with this storyline because like oh, you know, you go from the planning phase to like executing those parts of it, those things that you've planned. And it's just so exciting because you're like, I'm finally being able to work on the thing that my brain's been thinking about. Like, you know, like I was so excited when I was like heading over to Doak to meet up with Marmon Avon and discuss the game plan of like, okay, this is how we're going to do this scene. This is how we're going to do this scene. This is what points you need to hit. This is what points I need to hit. What do you need me to hit? Blah, blah, blah. I actually have a flashback that I kind of left recording. That was literally just us planning the MiG death scene. I'll save some of it for when Avon and Marm's last mass episode come out, because like their next mass episode is gonna feature 918. 19 gave Doak more trauma. I just realized, yeah. Someone had to. Ooh, finally. We got a chunky core fish. We're leveling up in the world. Yeah, we have ads in about 30 seconds here. So it's going to be 3 minutes of ads to get rid of the pre-roll ads so anybody coming in doesn't get immediately bombarded with a bunch of ads. So yeah, grab a snack, use the bathroom, do whatever you need to do, and we will be back after the ads end. But yeah. Also, I'm a little annoyed because I bought this little like lav mic and that like connects to your phone, but I didn't think about the fact that it was gonna have a USB-C USB-C port and my phone's lightning cable port because I still have a 13. I don't have the newer iPhones. Because I was like, I want to do like cooking streams at some point, but I want like a microphone that like I could clip onto me, like this. But yeah, it's a USB-C. So, go Apple product, yeah. Did not think about that. Part of me wishes they had like an adapter or something, cooking stream. I would love to do a cooking stream at some point. I've been thinking about it. Kind of forgive you, Ish. Look, this is the last Apple product I ever bought. This is the last Apple product I've ever bought. And I bought it like 3 or 4, like 4 years ago, actually. Like, I think the next phone I get will not be an Apple phone. I will say I do like, I do kind of like the Samsung, but I also the latest Samsung, but like I also think Samsung. Only thing Apple is good for is GarageBand and VTuber face tracking. Fair enough. But yeah, I haven't bought an Apple product in a while. If I wasn't saying it was okay with my face less available online, I'd be a variety streamer just to have cooking lives. Yeah. Huh. But yeah, ooh, you know, like we're past like a certain point that I'm like part of me is like kind of like, relieved, but part of me is also like, holy crap, I've got more stuff to throw at you guys. But I think that's the thing, because like I think about the ending to this season and I have the final scene playing in my head right now. And you guys are going to hate me for different reasons than you hated me for this one. I make dinner. Figure out what to make for birthday dinner. Yeah. But like, I will say, I have like I've like so many things just floating in my brain still. I'm glad to get those scenes out though, because like, it's one of those things, right, where like you have something in your head that you've been dying to get out, but you need patience to. Draw more mid-season and scene arts, SPK2 finale art. Yeah. There's so many, like, I have like, let me just say, I have 3 big action set pieces planned for the end of the mid Clone War saga, the Great Mig Reset movie. Based on what I heard, these last few episodes will probably spark something for me. Yeah, they will definitely give you a lot to chew on. All I'm saying is, like, you've fallen behind on like the most lore I've done in episodes. Like, there's so much lore for you to munch on. Like, it's all lore. It's all lore. Like, literally, the latest episode is just lore. Like, MIG lore, mass lore, and then like just so many things. Like the first 9 minute, like it's crazy that I was able to do an entire 9-minute act that was just flashbacks. I've been so busy. Ah. Yeah. This is why I kind of was trying to make some of the episodes shorter, but like this last episode, I wanted it to be a longer episode, just mostly because I knew there was going to be a sense of finality to some things that are happening in this episode, in like this latest episode. Like, so I wanted to be able to sit with a lot of things so you guys could have as much time as possible with good old 918, you know, before everything changed. We get an entire time, but I use it to slam an entire island and structure for like 4 days. That's fair. Yeah. I've honestly only been really keeping up with Marmon Avid's episodes, mostly just because like I want to keep up with a lot of the mass stuff, just so I could keep myself refreshed on some of the information, so that I don't like break anything lore wise. And then I've been watching like Vikings episodes. I still need to watch Duvid's episode, but this week I'll probably I will be drawing and probably having the missing episodes on too. Consistency. But yeah. But I'm surprised I've been able to keep up the weekly content thing, because like holy crap. Let me just say, yesterday I was editing for 10 hours. I was in the freaking trenches. I gave myself breaks, of course, but like holy crap, I was in the freaking trenches for this episode, because there was just so many lore scenes to do. Binge all of Leon's episodes one weekend because he kept doing big lore and I got curious. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, Leon's got interesting lore going on. Locking in goes hard, not gonna lie, yeah. But like I that was the most flashback I think I've ever done. I think that this episode has more flashback than even like episode 1 of Last Survival. It's like a full-time job. Yeah, exactly. And I don't care how little I get paid to do this, the satisfaction came from breaking all of y'all's brains. That was my payment. That's what keeps you going. Yes, it fuels me. And I will say, I don't want to celebrate too early, but like This video is currently a 2 out of 10 on my YouTube analytics. So like it's hidden. This video's hitting. So that's making me very happy. That's making me very happy that it's hitting. Oh man, yeah. Like, yeah, I'm still just, wow. It's a really good video. Thank you. I'm very excited for episode 5 of the Mask, which is going to be the Mask finale. So the Mask finale is going to end like the regular series for SBK. It's like kind of like somewhat of a wrap up for like the like stuff that's mainly going on SBK. Like the last like Miglore episode is going to just, it's going to have Skyblock Kingdoms in it, and I'm going to be doing builds in Skyblock Kingdoms, but it is going to be entirely focused on the Miglore and not really much going on SBK. There's going to be SBK people involved in it, and there's going to be lore that ties in a lot of SBK characters a little bit, but not like super directly, just kind of adjacent. But it will, but yeah, like the next episode is kind of like the soft finale for SBK Season 2 in a lot of ways. Of like, this is the last episode where it's going to be like SBK is going to be the main focus of the episode and what's going on SBK Season 2. But then the episode after that is like all the Miglore stuff that I've been kind of waiting to show you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like the great thing is like I have so much up my sleeve. Like that's the great thing about like sitting and planning all of these things is like you can space them out and like just have that those little bits of satisfaction whenever you throw out a story thing that just completely blows people's minds. Like the reaction to hearing that Mig Prime killed the previous Prime, you know? Revealing about like 331 being in the void with Omega. Like that was a little bit of satisfaction. The wizard, you know, the slime, the Mig slime head, that was a nice little reveal that I had planned for a while. So like I've been giving y'all little bits and pieces to keep myself satisfied of like I do thing. I'm going to go no sleep. Mig Slimehead is just here in general, yeah. Yeah. Wait, I want to show. I actually want to show y'all a couple things. Now that some of the things are over and done with. Now that the fact that I'm no longer an infected, like you notice I'm eating golden carrots again. My hunger bars are golden carrots once again. This is where I've been keeping all of the little, like I have the mark of the infection. Devout Thrall, this is the level 2, and then this is the level 3, and then I have a Mig slime head over here. I'm thinking I might hide these somewhere for y'all to hunt down in the world download. Thought there were 4 levels. There's 3 levels. I did kind of skip the like kind of first level where the mark of the infection turns into like a kind of like sprouting egg thing. I wasn't aware of that. That's something I should have asked because I noticed it when I was watching other people's like streams and videos, like Vintages and Avids. But like, yeah, so the mark of the infection is kind of like level 0. It's the initial. I just didn't, I was just moving through some of the stuff so fast that I kind of just skipped a level. I skipped level 1 kind of, but technically we could call that level 1. But yeah, level 2 was definitely the one. Yeah. But yeah. Speedrun. Yeah, I was speedrunning Thrallship. I was speedrunning being a Thrall. Skipped a grade, yeah. Watch this. Oh, Kale Hamrin! Let's go! Guys, I have to give you guys some unfortunate news. I had a Kale Hamrin cameo planned for the episode, but like the moment we went to record his cameo, his freaking drive died on him. His freaking drive died on him right when we went to record. So yeah, I still want to get a Kale Hamrin cameo before the end of the season, but his drive died. Right. Nick killed my drive with his mod pack. It was too powerful. No! Yep. Look, we don't know whether it was my mod pack or Windows 11. It's more likely Windows 11, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. My beloved pig away. Yeah, I was so sad because, like, we went to record and I was so excited. I was ready. And then, like, suddenly he dropped out of the call and I was like, what happened? And then he's like, yeah. That's so unfortunate too, because it's like, yeah. I'm so sad though. I had a speaking line for him too. I had a whole thing, because like the part where I go from like Pleasant Craft to Skyblock Kingdoms, there was a section in the middle there where I was gonna be like, then I ran into a player that knew a Mig, and he was gonna mention the last Mig. The last one I saw was before I went to space was an SPK. And then that's how the wizard was supposed to find out about Skyblock Kingdoms. But I just decided to like, okay, he's touring through different worlds. He's trying to follow the trail of Migs. And then it leads to Skyblock Kingdoms. I was like moving in a few weeks and I really don't have the time to take my drive to the computer guy that Viking recommended. Ah, that's unfortunate. Voice the line be transmission sort of radio. Minus 400 for the new drive too. Oh, yeah. I was gonna buy some new storage, but like, holy crap, storage is expensive. I mean, I will say, I saw your messages in the Discord, friends Discord, and I saw that you were able to recover some of the files, at least, from that drive. So that's good. It's not a total loss. It's very unfortunate though. Okay, I lock in at work. Bye. Bye bye. Immediately after I sent that, I jinxed myself and it doesn't open safe mode either anymore. No! What the heck? Windows, how could you do this? How could you do this to my boy? Look at how they massacred my boy. That's so annoying. Windows 11, yeah, the Windows 11 scares me. Windows in general scares me right now. I really want to switch to Linux if I could figure out how Linux works. Check TMs. Text rather, my bad. Oh, okay. I can figure out how Linux works. I'm sure I can figure it out. I've troubleshooted enough PC stuff. Most of the time, I did that too early. Most of the time, in general, PC stuff is just about troubleshooting, searching things up, looking at the error codes specifically, and searching those error codes up and looking for a potential solution. And it's just a lot of time. It's time consuming. It's rather than like, I was switching to Linux, but there are just too many programs that I would be giving up. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too. I would have to be thinking about what programs I would be giving up to use Linux. That's the thing. That's the one thing that about tech that annoys me is that like I have to be at the mercy of some big corporation that just continuously grows larger to the point where they get lazy. I'll get that in a second. I'll be able to play Valorant on Linux. Oh yeah, because you can't like it's not able to like install like the security stuff specifically or the anti-cheat. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh wait, right. Oh, I guess this is different. We're resetting the thank you for the hydrate. I'm now saying it very, very normally, and it's gonna slowly once again get more incomprehensible as we go along. Yeah. That's the thing. These tech companies get so big, they get lazy, but because they're the only ones doing they're the only ones that are able to do certain things, they still get support. Because Evan has to be vibe coded by AI tech bros. I can't prove it, but I just have a Sergeant Hooks hunch. Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's not AI, like, if it's not like AI that's coding it, it's got to be at least someone who's just barely like, because like I think every update breaks like so many things. You know, I know updates often break some things sometimes, but like the sheer amount of things I've seen break were like, oh, like this Windows 11 update is gonna break your PC. I've seen this so many times. Like this is gonna break your PC. This is gonna make this game run poorer. Like Windows 11 games just run poorer. I've seen, like it's insane. It's definitely coded by AI Tech Bros. Yeah. I think all it is someone's like not doing their job, and the updates are forced. Like, you legit cannot opt out. That's the other annoying thing. This is another thing that I love about Minecraft, specifically Java Edition, is that you can. Like, we've been sticking with 1.21.10 because we're approaching closer to the end of the season. We were thinking about updating, but we just took too long to decide to update. So, yeah, we're just sticking with 1.21.10. But Season 3 is going to have the spears and everything. It's going to have all the fun stuff. So, hope you guys are excited for that when Season 3 comes around. We're going to have a bunch of new things to play with. That'll probably be old for you guys, but it'll be new for us, so. The Sims 4 update breaking things, but the other things I hear is about Windows 11 is so bad. Looks, I miss my Windows 10 look. I hate the roundness. Like the look of Windows 11 more, but only because it's slightly closer to Mac. I'll just upgrade that. Like how my family fully skipped from XP to 8. 8 was terrible. Windows 8 was like one of the worst. I don't know which was worse. I think you might be thinking of Windows 7. Windows 7 was great because Windows Vista was kind of bad, mostly because it was poorly optimized. Windows Vista had this problem of they tried to have all those like glassy things with like see-through like parts, but you have to actually fully render those things to actually look good. And anybody who tried to update to Windows Vista immediately noticed how poorly their PC performed because it was doing all of that stuff. At Vista or 7. Yeah, 7 was the GOAT. I think 7 was the last good Windows version. Like, the last good, like, version of Windows. Like, Windows 10 is, like, okay. It's bloated as heck. Like, super bloated. But, like, it's functional, at least. And, like, has everything, like, it feels like feels like a decent operating system to use and navigate. You know, it's not like terrible like Windows 8 was, where they tried to do like the tablet stuff, and like the Windows menu was like this crazy pop-up thing that just filled your whole screen. But yeah, no, Windows 11 like looked pretty cool at the start, but like the more and more I learned about Windows 11, I'm like, I'm glad my PC isn't making me update to Windows 11. I'm glad my PC hasn't forced me. And that's why I'm scared to upgrade PC parts too, because it's like, oh God, because I know, Kale, you mentioned that there was some sort of like program or hardware that made you update to Windows 11. I'm scared to like upgrade my PC now because it's like, oh God, I'm going to have to deal with the consequences of Windows 11 being Windows 11. Albie had to get a new laptop, so Windows 11 was already on it. But yeah. Downgrade to Windows 98, yeah. If I could downgrade to any Windows, like, operating system, it would be XP. Like, Windows XP aesthetic and, like, layout and UI, with, like, modern performance would be so great. That would be so awesome. Like, I think Windows XP had my favorite aesthetic. I think that either Windows XP or Windows 7. I think, like, between those two, I think those are my top two of, like, if there were any OS that I would, like, happily have be the aesthetic and UI. Mac OS were more compatible with everything and you could install it on a custom build, I would 100% only use Mac OS. Yeah, the problem with Mac OS is there's just so many random things that are just not compatible with it. And, like, Apple is just, like, a walled garden is the other problem. It's like, they want you to use everything Apple. They don't want you to use anything else. They would like it that you use a freaking Apple Watch, have an Apple tablet, an iPad, an Apple phone. You know, they want you to have the Apple, like, VR headset. They want you to have a MacBook and a Mac OS. Apple hates to be compatible to everybody. Yeah. Like, there's a reason why, like, Apple didn't have USB-C for their iPhones for a long time. Even when it became the standard. They only switched to USB-C because they were forced to. And even then, they added some Jesus, I can't say the word proprietary things. I can't say that word. To make it more annoying to make it more still like somewhat of a walled garden. Most of my classmates have iPhones and use have that. I have a Google phone. Yeah. Like, I'd be so down. Like, I don't even care. Like, the only reason why I have this is just the last phone I've bought. Like, I have no loyalty to Apple. This is just what phone I have right now. And the only reason why I even bought it in the first place is because at the time I was just like, kind of like still in the Apple. Like, I like Apple. Apple is okay. At this point, I don't really care. But like, the only reason why I bought it is because it was Geen. It was a Geen phone. And I needed a new phone too, I think. Did I? I don't remember. But like, yeah. You know, they switched charging cables. Yeah, Geen. Yeah, because like, I think... But like, I'm glad they switched to USB-C now, but like now, like new things like the slab mic I bought, like that connects to the phone, it only has USB-C. And I really don't want to buy a new iPhone. Part of me just wants to get like a Samsung or something, because I know the cameras are good on a Samsung. But even then, there is one thing that I like about the new Samsung is the privacy screen thing. I saw about that. Like, I don't keep up with like phone news anymore because like, who really cares about like having some insane phone tech? Like, if it has a decent camera and makes good phone calls and I could watch some YouTube videos on it and it's like decent quality. Like, I don't care about much else. Like, I don't do a lot of like super intense stuff on my phone. And like, to me, it seems like even the lowest even the lower tiers like Samsung's have like more features than Apple's like even like mid to high tier phones have. Albie does not like Apple, feels bad to use as a phone. I got an iPad because I wanted in bingo. It also Why is it 300 steps for a free ringtone? Yeah. First smartphone was Samsung. It was all right. I don't prefer having my Google phone, even if I use so much Google stuff. Yeah. I'm also just not a big fan of Google either. There's so many like, I just don't like how much the AI stuff is being like shoved. Like they're trying to force it. It's like the most forced thing ever too. It's like not even like, it's not even like something that people are excited for anymore. And I don't think these companies get it. It drastically improved the custom ringtone thing. That really hasn't been an issue for like 8 years at this point. Yeah, it used to be a lot worse, but like it's one of those things where it's like it became such an issue for a long time that like I think one of Apple's biggest things is like they're too like, we have to do it in our specific Apple way, you know? They're like, it's one of those things where like I get it. It's like a brand thing where like they have to do it a specific way to like make it more like Apple, but at the same time, yeah. I'll be honest, I had the Cortana phone. It was bright neon orange. I got a new phone because Pokemon Go came out and I could Pokemon Go with it. I see. Her ringtone is BoJack Horseman's ringtone. It's so good. Yeah. Ready ringtone. My phone purely vibrates. I'm always scared that my ringtone's going to go off like at the worst time and I'm going to forget that I have the ringer on. So my ringer's just always off. It was a little lonky. I miss having a small neon orange phone. It was like Windows OS server and gross to use. Yeah. The Windows phone. Oh my god, I remember when they tried that. That was the thing that they paired along with like the release of Windows 8 was the Windows phone. Yeah, that was time. My ringer is always off unless I have an alarm with a song attached to it. Well, I mean, like clock alarms, even with the ringer off, they still go off for me. On a phone, yeah. Only ever saw one Windows phone the entire time I worked at Verizon. That's crazy. Crazy that you even saw one. I thought they were like almost entirely phased out by the time that, but by that time. Because I know like generally like the timeline you worked at that place. Albie's like first phone ever, so it just needed to call and text, which it did so, not a big deal. Yeah. In a long time, yeah. It was someone's old phone that they were upgrading. Ah, I see. Crazy that they went that long with a Windows phone. Yeah. Howdy, howdy, Nexus Doodles. Have you seen the latest episode, Nexus Doodles? Just letting you know because there are spoilers here. It's spoiler land over here. Googling how many people have iPhones. It's like 50% of America. That's insane. Yeah, Apple is pretty big here. It's you know, I will say one thing Apple does good is it's an easy phone to use. It's one of those phones that is like every person can kind of figure it out. But like people who are a little bit more into like tech stuff, you know, they're not going to like it as much if they want customization. Me personally, I really just don't care. It's a phone, you know, like as long as it like has a dark mode, that's fine. Megan and I am part of the 50%. I was in the middle of watching it. I just come in to pop in before I finish watching it. Okay, no worries. He wants like a flip phone, but not one of those ones that full screen, so it's all screen. I want buttons. I will say once they like figure out how to like I think the newer like Samsung flip phones and the fold phones are a lot better, and they're ones that I would actually consider. I just, if they weren't so expensive, like I probably would get one of those flip or fold ones because they seem cool. I like them at least. All right. Same. I also have an iPhone. Yeah. Figure out Apple's whatever in school, so it's got that going for a cell phone. Had a sliding screen. I miss it. The foldable phones are kind of hype. I like them. I think they're kind of cool. Me personally, I would like one of the fold ones because it's like it's nice to be able to have a phone that just like is like a regular phone until you fold it open, and then you can have a bigger screen for like watching things on, and like more screen real estate. That's the big thing for me. Like the flip phones are cool for like doing that old like you finish a call and you're like, whoosh, you know, like that. So like I'd still be down for one of those phones, plus like having it like a little smaller footprint in your pocket, and then also like the front screen where like you could just kind of quick see notifications without opening the phone fully. Mig just wants an iPad mini. No, Kale. I want a phone that turns into an iPad mini. That's what I want. Self promo here, but I made another mega animatic if you haven't seen it. Yes, it's the one where the mask takes over, right? Yes, I saw that one. It's really, really good. Really, really like it. Galaxy Z Flip is cool. It's just I do not like that it folds on screen. Give me a button variant. That's fair. I like it. I think it's cool. When I was a kid, my parents had flip phones, and we still hadn't figured out how to get photos and videos off of it. Huh. I remember I remember my dad gave me like his old phone, like that was deactivated, just so I could like play with it, whatever, play the little games on it. And I figured out how to use Bluetooth to send him a photo to his phone. I don't know how I did it. That's what he says, but there's something else going on, but I don't know. Somehow I managed to figure out how to like send him a photo, like via Bluetooth. And that was the start of me learning how to do tech stuff, was just me messing around with things when I was younger. So it's just always been part of me. But yeah. It's been my brain is just ugh. We peaked as a society with the Nintendo DS Picto Chat. Yeah. Give me a phone like that. Yeah. Just send drawings to each other. Are we getting a flip phone MIG? That's a good pin right there. Yeah. I miss like handheld like I miss when things were a little bit. But one thing, I'm okay with this phone being like this decently like larger. It fits my hands nice, but like I do miss the days when phones were kind of like tiny, or when you had the option to have tinier phones. And I like handhelds are like freaking huge now. Like the Switch 2, I love the Switch 2. It's great. But like, holy crap, I miss the days when I could just have my freaking Nintendo DS or 3DS in my pocket. Remember those days, guys? You could just slip it in your pocket. Like, yeah, the DS was great because it was like, you had a lot of fun games on it and it could fit in your pocket. You could just bring it anywhere you go. Like, legit, I will go places and play my 3DS. I don't do that with my Switch. My Switch goes from here to my bedroom, and then sometimes occasionally when I do travel, I do bring it with me to play on the plane. The 3DS for internet when I didn't have a smartphone. Yeah. Say what you will about Apple. They cook with the size of the iPhone mini. Yes. Part of me wanted that, but I also, at the time, I was just a little bit like, oh, I want the Pro phone. Pro phone looks cool. I like the matte finish on the back. It looks nice. So I was like that, but like, yeah. And the only reason why I even got the 13 Pro Max and not the 13 Pro was because they didn't have any 13 Pros available in green at the time. So I had to opt for this. Made a Pro Mini, that would be perfect. Yeah. Yeah, apparently it just didn't sell well. Just, however, also had the chunky Nerf foam case because my Opalas was dropping things. Yeah. I'm taking my Switch with me places like this because I'm in the middle of making everyone from SPK into me's. Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm very excited for Tomodachi Life to come out. I did pre-order it. I'm probably going to just be playing it off stream, just as a little fun thing to have to play. I'll probably like drop screenshots in like some like on Twitter or something because like I'm already being like super funny about it. It's so fun that there's no filter. Wasn't marketed very well, to be fair. Oh no, we barely told anyone about this product and it barely sold. I think the thing, this is one of those things. It's like, a lot of times companies will do this because like I think it's a case of like, cause they recycle a lot of parts to make new phones. And due to the fact that it was tinier and it had to have different like parts and stuff and new like molds for things that like for it to put together, it was very expensive to create. So like they were just like, keep it low key so we could just, if it doesn't sell well, we could just shut it down as quick as possible. I guess, I don't know. I feel like it was just one of those cases where like it didn't sell well. They could have advertised it better, but like at the same time, it's just like this one Tomodachi Life video of Tomodachi Mig suffering through it. I think the zero filters why you can't share memes via internet. Tomodachi Mig added to the collective. Yep. Guys, I'm going to be adding lore to Tomodachi Life. Mig lore to Tomodachi Life. Just every game that I can create a custom character in is going to add to the Mig lore. Skyrim is actually part of Mig lore. Just kidding. The pig. Pig Mig. I was thinking of like doing the thing Milkman does and just turning a bunch of like SBK people and like Pleasantcraft people into like having MIGs variants of them that are just MIGs. This implies an Elden Ring MIG. Well, I haven't played Elden Ring yet, so yeah. This is only in places where a MIG has been created. I'm actually a lizard in Skyrim. Watching Oshi, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. But Albie, I will say, this implies that there can be an Elden Ring MIG if MIG ever decides he wants to play Elden Ring. I just did the third person thing. Valorant MIG is depressed and tilted 90% of the time. Well, you can't really make a custom character in Valorant, so that technically, yeah, it doesn't exactly work, but I see what you're getting at. I mean, I do have a funky Link's, Funky Kong Link skin in Mario Kart Wii, so I guess you could call like Funky Link another MIG. Valamig is just Yoru. That's fair. It would be cool if you could customize your Valorant skin a little bit. I would make Yoru green, and then that would be another Mig. I don't know if I want to call Funky Link another Mig. Like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but like the limited customization to choosing what Pokemon you are, so... That was a legendary I just missed. Unfortunate. Wait, was it really? Wait, what did I just say? I got distracted and I forgot what I just said. Meg's favorite Pokemon is Fridgeroton, by the way. His second favorite is Shinies. Albie's correct. Just trust me. Okay. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Ooh! Caesar is how I hear people say it. Okay. I was gonna say shiny scissor. Oh, I got a bamboo. Back to work I go, banished to my laptop. Oh no! That is so unfortunate. Hopefully your PC gets better. It's playing scissors, so oh okay. That is so unfortunate about your PC though. That's so crazy. Like the timing of it too is just like the worst timing possible. For like so many different reasons. So many different reasons. Wait, is it because the shiny is green? Yeah, exactly. That's why we're taking Albie's word for it. Because they're correct. Like, my PC still works if I wanted to. It's just that but the drive was literally where every program was installed. I'm too lazy to reinstall stuff. Ugh. It's so annoying. I forgot it was raining actually. Raining is great. Let's get our legendary here. Come on. We've been doing this for hours. Like literally like so many streams of us just doing fishing. Like legit, I just want to keep on fishing so I can get the freaking legendary at this point. Rotom is red pink. Like, however, I'll be picked for Rotom on it because it'd be a really funny choice. And yes, shinies, Caesar is green is why. Another long fishing stream? Yeah, exactly. We stream for either 3 hours or until I get the legendary. So if like we get the legendary right now, I'll end. Like if we get the legendary like right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now. Oh. Favorite Pokemon is Bug-type. Arceus. Also something grow time can change as variants. Something big variants. One thing I realized, I was looking through like SBK season 1 stuff, and for some reason I was still calling MiGs variants when they're clones. That's something that I kind of changed in the lore a little bit, was like it went from variants to clones. So that's something interesting that I totally didn't think about. So like obviously the MiG lore has evolved quite a bit. And I think it's evolved for the better, because I think my storytelling has gotten a lot better in terms of the writing and like consistency. What is a clone if not a variant? I guess, but like a variant implies is that like it's from a different universe that is like someone that is the same person exactly as you, but like with different events that happen to them. But like with the MiG lore, they are clones that are specifically come from previous MiGs that develop their own memories and experience as they go along in like life. Variants clones was a science terminology they changed later on. Honestly, like with like lore like this, it's one of those things where it can kind of evolve and you kind of can just retroactively like, okay, when they say variants, they mean clones. Because like, I think I had a different idea of what the MiG lore exactly was at the beginning of like, these are different variants from different universes. But like now, with the story I wanted to tell, they're clones of each other. Clones is a weird concept because identical twins exist in real life. Yes, but I think the difference with clones, especially clones that kind of just are just copies of the same of a person that like just slowly become their own individual, especially clones that have memories of the person they're cloned from, is also something that's like vastly different from just twins. Because twins, yeah, they're born at the same time, but like you can separate them and they can become entirely different people. I say you can. I mean, if you separate them. I don't know why I say you can, but like if you separate them, they can become entirely different people. That's the order I want to say it in. Brain not working. Brother, welcome on in. I made my brother watch the video last night when I finished it. It was fun to see his reaction to certain things. Like it was so funny seeing the reaction to Elfie taking his fish head off. That was a funny thing. Like the past life memories, that's fun. Yeah. I mean, it's also kind of a play on the person you used to be remains a part of you for the rest of your life. Even if you change like completely, you become a new person, you carry that sort of like, you carry that with you because like, yeah, you're the same person. With this one, it's kind of like an exaggerated kind of metaphor in that sort of sense. But like, whenever you like evolve as a person, like you can look back on the person you used to be, and you can either like you can have various different reactions of like the old mindset they used to be, because like sometimes your mindset can change and it makes you a different person from who you were before. And that's kind of something I'm playing with my lore, is like, because like I think my mindset's changed a lot over the years. Because my whole crutch that I've been on like the lore in general is like how we treat who we used to be, and how like you have to be, you actually have to be conscious of how you treat your past decisions. Because you could like condemn your past decisions or certain actions that you have made, but if you like constantly hate yourself for things that you've done all the time, you're not going to progress forward. You're just going to continue to regress. But if you condemn the things that you used to do, but not hate the person you used to be, and understand that that's how that was just a stepping stone to get to where you are now, you could, I find that it makes it a lot easier to actually like grow as a person. So we're in the chat room. Every pre-react to like that to Elfie's fish head. Yeah. Every mixed brother, guys, you get to experience the hell before everyone else. Oh, so many secrets that others, you know, and I can't share. Yeah. Yeah, I have revealed a little bit of the later episodes to my brother. He knows things. He's the knower and forgetter too. Because I'll tell him and then he'll forget. Gonna kill you, brother? Okay. Come after me, baby! I haven't forgotten recently. That's good. You are now burdened with knowledge. You have been burdened with knowledge that you cannot share. How will you fare? I don't want to be the knower. I want to be the stoler. Yeah. This is going to be probably a shorter stream and either way too, because like, I'm going to be honest, I spent way too much time working on this video. And I need to have my little bit of rest. I still wanted to stream because I wanted to talk with you guys about the video though, because like I like hearing the reactions and the discussions and the questions you guys have, and I like sharing some of my creative process as well. Oh, I mistimed that. I like sharing some of my creative process as well, because my creative process is just something that I feel like is a little unique to like some people. Because, yeah. But like, it's also just, I just think the creative process is just as important as the results of the creation. Reaction, how dare you? Exactly. And I thrive off of that. But I want to get this shiny. But yeah, once again, like, I'll probably be ending in like an hour, probably. Either way. But I want to get this legendary, though. That's what I'm dedicated to, the legendary. I have to get it. I have to. How can I not? Holy moly, I always lock into my makeshift. 85 stream streak. I want to see who's the first person who's going to reach 100. That'd be crazy. 100 stream streak would be wild. But yeah. But yeah, so today's stream is going to be a fishing stream. Unfortunately, Fish Gaming Wednesday, I'm actually going to be like actually working on stuff because I want to get some stuff done here at the Solarpunk City. I've been kind of leaving that on the back burner while I do mass stuff, but like this week, I'm going to be spending a lot of time working on stuff. But yeah. What is like 1 or 2 streams ahead? I think so, yeah. Oh, another bamboo. I really want. I really want that legendary. Jeez, like, It's such a grind too. Fairly funny if all that happened to you and you just get infected again. I'm gonna be very cautious. I'm gonna learn from full. Just keep my inventory full all the time. Just completely fill it up with junk. Gonna be a quote unquote MIG variant for the bit. You could be a MIG clone for the bit. We don't have variants here, they're just clones. That ocelot is stuck on the ladder. What is a brother if not a clone? Exactly. Especially a younger brother. It's doing its best. Yeah, it is. It's trying. That's what's important, guys. Just try. You won't always succeed. In fact, you will fail quite often. But eventually you'll get there. But, like, another piece of advice is don't try the same thing over and over again and expect different results. That is insanity. Both have red soda, so. But my guy is a bunny. Yeah, not really Enderman. But you are also avoidant of eye contact. So. Just kidding. Bnee, 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 bnee. True. Yep. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna be recording my next Mario Kart video. Some of it these next few days. I'm very excited because we have a double VR multiplier. I've already hit 40,000. Unfortunately, I missed the 40,000 because I recorded a black screen on OBS. Unfortunately, but I have made some significant progress, and I want to see if I can make the push for 45,000. So I'm gonna be doing a lot. I'm gonna be doing a big Mario Kart Wii video, where I try to hit 45,000. I thought I slept recently. Avoiding eye contact, yeah, real. Oh, we got ads. God, I keep slouching. I gotta stop slouching. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm excited to try Minecraft content. Yeah, that'd be fun. But like I said, guys, like, I think one thing, I had a conversation with the bro about this. If you're diving into anything, don't be afraid to be bad at it to start, because you're going to be. Eventually, you can be good. Some people are just naturally talented, and, you know, it is what it is. Or some people bring previous things they've done into a different space. But, like, when you're fresh and you're not familiar with a lot of the things that go on, you're going to stumble. I've learned a lot from other creators. And that's the thing. The other thing, I learned the most when I was actually interacting with other people who do it. So, like, that's why it's good to have connections, but also be careful with your connections. You know, when you're doing in this content space, we've gotten very lucky with SPK that it's a group of very good friends. But I will say you got to be cautious around, you know, people. Because, like, this space can be very lonely, very toxic a lot of the times. I think there's a lot of people, you've seen a lot of the recent things about a lot of people floating on the internet. And, you know, it sucks, but like, that's just the unfortunate reality is there, because there's going to be some really terrible people. And sometimes it'll be like very, very easy to just idolize people. That's why I say, like, you see big creators, like, they're people too. They have flaws, but some, you know, some of them hide their flaws better than others, I'd say. But like, you know, that's why, like, if you're going into the space, just be weary that things aren't going to be as sunshine and rainbows as they seem on the surface. There's a lot. But, you know, that's why I'm happy with SBK, because, you know, like, throughout this content creation journey, I've seen the rough patches of, like, we've had, like, I've had rough patches where I've, like, had instances of little bits of drama. But, like, I think I've found a group of people that, like, A, they're way better at handling drama than I've seen some people handle it. And B, we actually just talk to each other. I think a lot of people just, in certain cases of drama, I know some it's like, you know, you gotta just cut some people off. But, like, it's really nice to be part of a group that actually, like, communicates well with each other. Like, that's what's really nice about this. But, yeah. But, like, in general, you gotta be careful, you know. Be open, but also don't be too open. But yeah. But yeah, SBK, I think SBK is probably one of the better, like, spaces in the MCYT sphere. To me, at least, because, like, I just think there's a lot of positivity. We're very warm and welcoming. And then as a group as well, we're actually, like, we're very communicative of each other. We're very supportive of each other. And we look out for each other as well. You know? Like, I think that's the other thing is, like, when you form a community like this, you always have to be looking out for each other and, you know, have a system of, like, keeping in check with each other to make sure that we're all doing good, you know, and, like, being open to criticism as well. I think that's another thing is you always got to be open to criticism, you know, even if you're, like, the largest creator on the server. Like, I think no matter what size you are on this server, we're all, like, we all, like, keep each other in check. And it's like, sorry, I zoned out, like, midway. It's fine. But yeah, in general, it's just one of those things where not everything is cut and dry as it seems. And sometimes you got to navigate complex situations because, like, that's the thing too. Because when it comes to that sort of thing, like, I know, like, drama can be really, really annoying, but human beings are just that way. No matter what thing you get into, there's always going to be some sort of drama just because people are people. There's going to be someone who is just mad at someone else. There's going to be someone who's makes the decision that makes someone upset. There's going to be people who are just genuinely awful people that have made their way, like, into some spaces, you know. You just finished having to do your chores. But Mig, sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Hi, by the way. Hello. But yeah. So, like, if you're ever getting into any sort of thing and, like, doing anything really, like, this is just general life advice, is, like, people are always going to be people. And, like, you've got to be weary. Like, find those people that you can be open and vulnerable with, because it's always nice to have those type of people. But, like, always be sure that the person you're being open and vulnerable to won't stab you in the back later on. You know, because I've had that happen in the past, and it sucks. Oh, I'm so invested. And also, some people you're just going to have to keep it strictly professional with. That's the thing too. Some people you will have to just be like, this is just strictly business. Luckily, it's not that way for anybody on SBK, which is really nice. But yeah, Sensei, how did you enjoy the video? I'm very happy with that video. Definitely one of the best videos I've ever made, I think. I think one of the best videos I've ever made. Also, we need to whack that. Videos are great. I love it. I had no knowledge of the lore before this season, but this made everything click so well, even though not every answer has been given. Yep, and that is also on purpose, because like there are two videos. There are 3 videos of MIG lore left. There's a last survival episode that is going to be coming soon. There's another SBK video that's going to be the mass finale, and then there's going to be the MIG lore movie. And I've got a title for it. I've already told everyone. It's called The Great MIG Reset. Being someone who knows a lot more, I saw it very differently. But I'm glad to know that everything clicked. That means I'm doing decent at connecting everything. One thing I'm always scared of is just like, cause like the theory crafting, like theory crafting where people will come to wrong conclusions are fine because they still get a lot of right pieces. They just sometimes follow wrong pieces of information, which is fine. But like when someone just doesn't have any sense of what's going on, that's what worries me sometimes. 69.5k channel points. Nice. I don't know if we're getting this legendary, guys. I don't know if we're getting this legendary. What to spend them on. Don't say that, you gotta believe. I gotta believe! Come on! Glitchfish! Let's get this. Let's get it! Let's get it! Woo, Glitchfish! Come on, guys. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat. Let's get it. I should start a prediction. Oh, what the heck? Will I get the legendary before 3 hours? Yes or no? And we'll make the submission period, we'll make it 2 minutes. McLore has done amazing things with the mass storyline. I'm so amazed how you're able to integrate mass into the story like it was there from the beginning. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like that was like it was introduced, the mass storyline was introduced to all of us on SBK in like December, I think. So like I was already deep into like trying to figure out my ending like fully. So having that just gave me so many ideas, especially once I like, because they had a whole document of how the lore works, how the being the thrall works, and how the storyline was going to work, and kind of the timeline. And I was like, this is perfect, actually. This works so well for me. I will say, I had planned for this episode to be in like March, like last month. Like 621 was going to be around in March. Unfortunately, a lot of plans had to shift. But the way like the master line worked, and it worked well because like I was communicating often, and I gave like my full idea of how it was gonna work, like where things were gonna go, and there's still things that I have stuff involved with the mask that are gonna be really, really fun, that's going to really mess stuff up. But yeah. There's a lot that is going to be happening. I'm glad y'all have so much faith in me. Voting no purely for the payout. Yes, okay, so by the third hour, if I hadn't gotten the legendary, y'all are gonna lose a lot of points, not gonna lie. Go at the minority so I can get the most bang for my buck, yeah. And if you don't invest too much, you'll lose minimal. Couldn't vote in time because my Twitch set decided to crap itself. No! I probably should have done it for like 5 minutes. That's my bad. Wednesday, I suppose it's not time for me to gamba. Yeah. You know, I miss the Kale Hammond streams because I used to just go in there sometimes and just handle all my points because I wanted to lose, and I would get very upset when I won anything. I would be the guy who just was happy to have 0. Before voting was happening. Ah, unfortunate. But yeah. I do miss the Kale Hammer streams. We need them back. We need the K Hammy streams. Thank you for the lurk, brother. Man. You know, I think this fishing thing is the best and worst thing to ever happen to Skyblock Kingdoms. Mostly the best because it's really, really cool. But like, holy crap. Sometimes this is all I do. This is all I do sometimes. I will literally just log on to fish for hours. I'm not as crazy as Sky, though. In this one channel, I have 1 gambles, coin flip specifically. When I've been trying to lose for months now, I'm trying to stay at the funny number of points that I kept winning, so I have 300k points on that channel. Oh my god. Man, I love fishing. Yeah. I love how this kind of just spawned as like a little joke at the start of season 2. Fish gaming will Monday, yeah. Unfortunately, there's not going to be fish gaming Wednesday. It's going to be building gaming Wednesday. But yeah, also, 621 does have some nefarious plans. I have a couple nefarious plans that'll make things really interesting. Hey! Make me a believer! Believer! Hey! Make me a believer! Believer! It just keeps on going. It just keeps
There you
on.
go. That's it. Hi, bud. How goes
Hi.
the fishing? Oh, the texture pack is broken.
Oh.
I don't have it equipped. That's why. I was
Oh.
like, I'm not seeing the fish. I was like, what's wrong with the fish?
You know, it just sounds like Avid's actually here. I was like, what the heck?
There we go. Nice. How goes the fishing? Caught anything cool?
I've got a couple
You
shinies,
still-
but like I don't have any. I'm just been trying to get the Jungle Kingdom's legendary. I just can't.
Yeah. I fished for a long time to get the Birch legendary, but I think you fished longer than I have for the Birch legendary. So, or for the jungle legendary. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just it takes so long just to get like even getting a core fish takes forever. I've been fishing for like 2.5 hours.
I wonder if it
nearly.
would be easier if you fished at your bigger pond, because that pond over there is bigger. This one's a bit smaller, so you're more likely to put the fishing rod in a place where it's not gonna catch a treasure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like when I fished during the fishing week, I stood right here and fished this way because there's the most amount of space. You know?
yeah, and it's a different angle.
But
Yeah.
I was just stopping by before I went to go buy glass because I need glass for the
Glass.
I'm building a slime farm and I want to put glass walls around it so you can see the slimes inside of it. But so the slimes don't
Interesting.
leak out.
Yeah. I'm no longer
Yeah,
the slime
there's no
guy
slime farm
anymore.
on the server. There's no slime farm on the server. Did you
Yeah.
know that?
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah. Right. I'm no longer
I'm
the slime
building
guy.
one.
By the way, I am now completely different.
Normal guy, not slime guy.
No.
Super
Let's not have any
normal
false
guy.
pretenses. I am not a normal guy. I'm not normal.
Super, just a chill guy.
You're
know?
lucky I'm not in lore mode right now. I'd be like giving you the cold shoulder.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Because I'm petting and I still haven't forgotten about the bandbox.
He is super normal. Yes. My free will of being a Viking mod and a Mig mod is mutual shout outs for the Avid Horn. Thanks, Albie.
Albie.
But yeah. All right. Anyway, good luck with your fishing. I'm going to go buy some glass. And I hope, you know
Glass.
what, you're going to catch legendary fish in the next 10 minutes. Also, make sure you're putting the fishing rod bobber out about here.
Okay.
Farewell. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Albie. Let's go, Albie. Normal McMahon. Yeah, maybe we'll get this. Maybe we'll get this soon. Please, let's get this soon. I really want it. I really want it so bad. Ooh. Protection. Okay. These books are always like two good enchantments that are not compatible with each other. So annoying. It would be so awesome if you could separate out the enchantments. That would be pretty cool. That would be awesome. We have about 35 minutes left before we find out who's gonna win. The yays or the nays. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm excited to be messing with Viking Pilot as well. Brain's full of things. I have ideas, man. I have ideas of so many things. But yeah, I will say, it's so funny to me because I watched my I have deers in there. It's so funny where I get like a lot of my movie and TV show influences in my in my stuff. Like someone ended up in Abolish a stream. I thought you ended early because I was abandoned in uncharted waters. What? How the heck did that happen? What? That's weird. Maybe you accidentally clicked and didn't notice. Ooh, a whopper. A whopper core fish. That's good. Yeah, I don't know what the heck. That's crazy. Maybe we might get it. We might get it. I wish it. I hope it. Oh my lord. I hope it rains again in like the next like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. It would be nice. Would be nice if it rained. Turn my phone on and that was the Twitch location I woke up in. What? That's weird. That's crazy. Somehow I hit a notif probably. Yeah. Yeah. It's always funny, like, when I, like, leave my PC on, like, for a long period of time, like, when I have a stream open, because it's always funny to, like, see, like, the road I go down. Like, one time I forgot to turn my PC off during the night, and, like, I was sent through, like, 8 different streams. Like, because I woke up and I, like, looked through, like, the streams I'd been to. It's really funny, like, when, like the raids happen. That's crazy, yeah. It's really funny to see though, because like you click back and like, how did I get here? Like, who was I watching? Because sometimes I'll even forget who I was watching before like I left to go to sleep. And like I wake up and I'm like, wait a minute, where have I been? Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. So man, oh, belated Mig Raider, I guess. Hi everyone, then decided to see if you had actually ended. Yeah. That would have been really funny and awkward if you did send that message. That would have been so funny if like you were just like, oh, hi, I'm a Mig Raider. What? Mig raided? What? What do you mean? Mig didn't raid. What are you talking about? I know. I usually don't check first either. Yeah, that was. It's a good thing you checked. Unlike me checking to make sure OBS is recording a freaking gameplay. I'm still not over that. That was so annoying. Cause even the next day I tried to record a video and like I was just getting slaughtered again. Like I had a video, like I basically had a full video where I was doing so good. I had super awesome first places. I had one that was like a very, very close call too. And it was like an epic finish too, because like I barely made it and I made some really smart decisions. Like me and this other player were basically up top the entire race. Everybody else had fallen behind. And the guy in first gets blue shelled, but like he gets blue shelled almost right in front of me. So I stop so that I can, so that I don't get hit. And then I hold a red shell, and that's also so I can hold my red shell. And then I just get ahead because he's too scared to get in front of me because I'll red him. Good things in Viking chat. I got chat to do niceys to Albie. It'll be so cool forever. Here also, since he quit putting compliments PvP on. I know Albie's here. That's why I mentioned it. Smart plays. Yeah, I had so many smart plays that are just lost to the void. But I gained a lot of ER, so number went up. So I can be happy about that, at least. Like... yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's so like that's the thing. It's like you have to make so many fast decisions, and sometimes my brain is just not on it. But sometimes I lock in, and like I make a ton of smart decisions. It's hard for me though. But like I feel like after a bit of rest after today's stream, I have a lot less on my mind because I have a little bit of breathing room. I have to decide like by tonight though, or tomorrow night, if I want to do Last Survival next week, or if I want to push it to the week after and then upload the, because like I'm still deciding on like how I'm gonna timeline things because of just how everybody else is timelining things. Me personally, I think like the weekly uploads have been great, but I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself. And ooh, chunky fish hunter, let's go. I've been wanting to like ease up on that like a little bit, that tension a little bit. So I might give myself an extra week between uploads just to get like some things done. And just give myself a little bit more breathing room as well. Cause like, holy crap, I have been so locked in. So locked in. But yeah. But it's also been a little exhausting from time to time. Chunky. I'm a chunk. Yeah. I'm a chunky fish catcher. Got a decent amount of slime fishes. I just wish, yeah, it's like with how little like core fishes I'm getting, it's like it's not looking likely that I'm even gonna get a legendary. But like you never know, it's a chance thing. So it's like it's just like I don't know, my odds don't feel great. we have a little under 30 minutes though. Just a little under. We have a chance if we just don't miss any of our catches. We might be able to get a catch because I think missed catches definitely is something that kills me a lot. Like, just definitely, like, just destroys me. Because if I didn't have, like, as many missed catches, I probably would have gotten the frickin' legendary by now. I think a lot of it is the missed catches. because I just mistime my like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's quitters talk. I ain't quitting. Start counting your misses as a sign of missed legendaries. That's what I've been saying, though. That's what I've been saying. Like, oh man, like whenever I miss a catch, I'm like, oh man, I missed a legendary. Like every single missed catch is a legendary that I've missed. That's just what I tell myself to keep myself like in the game. An official count? Like a tally, yeah, like a little counter. I don't know if anyone wants to try and keep track of that. Maybe I could try to set up a command that like that's just like miss legendary and then it adds to the counter every time like someone does it on a cooldown, of course, so that no one's like spams it. I just missed a legendary. I've done counting before, it's not great. Wow. One, two, three, shoot. What comes next? Yeah. Also, something that I haven't thought about is and like my MIG lore is the fact that I use the date that that the MIG was created or like featured in an episode or whatever as like their number. One thing that I haven't thought about is the fact that the second number in the sequence or the third, depending on like if it's like 10, 11, 12 starting, you know, like October, November, December. I realized that like that second or third number is always going to be 0, 1, 2, or 3. It can't be like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at all. Mackie dealing with mailing troubles. Oh, that's annoying. Anyways, heading out early to drive. All right. See you around, Voided. Hi, bye. Safe drive. I'm exiting Stinkville. Stinkville? Hopefully that's yeah, ooh, this legendary hunt is definitely, oh my god, like legit. How has anyone catched any legendaries when this is just the experience of like, oh, we're doing great. Yeah, you're newer. You don't know those sort of colloquial names. I see. Let's have this day calendar. Oh, missed a legendary, guys. Add that to the count. I get 6969. That was like cubes that had numbers on them. Mig? Viking. Watch Bleach. It's on Hulu because Disney acquired the streaming rights. I can't wait till I get 6. Yeah. Nice. You know, it's going to troll you and it's going to do 696967. That's what it's going to do. That's where it's going to troll you. That's the number you're going to end up getting. which would be so funny if that actually if that actually comes true. I would be so mad. Oh god. Can't look away. I missed another legendary, guys. Dang it. What they don't tell you is that you don't have to use streaming services to watch anything you want. Well, I can't just I mean, no, you have to watch things legit, guys. You have to pay the corporations that make the stuff. That will like randomly remove your favorite show so that you can't ever watch it again. You know, make sure you're watching things legit, guys. So about 3 days. I'm very excited. I've got it loaded. It's loaded up on my Switch too. So yeah, I'm very excited. People are playing on emulator. Ah, I see. I will say it is quite as expensive. Yeah, I don't really want to pay money for games right now. Yeah, games are super expensive, especially like from like big companies. Like $80 for Mario Kart is still kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Rhythm Heaven? That's the game you're really looking forward to. I got the Switch 2 bundle. Yes, I did too. I don't even play it that much anymore. I still play Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii's still my jam. Like, Mario Kart World could not break me out of the Mario Kart Wii jam, you know? Especially since, like, Retro Rewind got the major 1 million VR update. Like, I have legit not played Mario Kart World since that last stream. Well, I want to keep Nautilus shells. If you want to give me a birthday present, brother, or even I get it 1 month after release. Gonna be, I'm so happy Rhythm Heaven Groove is gonna be like 40 bucks. Yeah. I've actually not played a Rhythm Heaven game. I mean, I guess I've played a little bit of it with my brother, but like, I do want to try it though. I might get it. I'll see how it plays and see if it is much interest to me. I just don't like games. I don't like having games where like it's like $40 and I play it like once or twice. Like if I'm gonna get a $40 game, I'm gonna be playing it for hours and hours on end. Like that's why I'm very happy with like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom as like game purchases, because I literally spend hours upon hours in the game and I love replaying them. You know? Played every Rhythm Heaven game, yes. Go away. Me and my best friend went to GameStop, played the Fever demo, and couldn't stop. Ooh, this is one of my favorite songs off of Snarky Puppy's latest album. It has good replay value in general because of the perfects, and Megamix had a whole challenge chain thing. Yeah, I think a game that has like a lot of like challenges that you can replay a bunch so you can get them like better are one of those games that I'm definitely gonna have fun with. But like, I think also like games, like to me, I think games that have variety within its gameplay is something that I also like. Like, I like Mario Kart Wii because I can play online and, like, learn different tricks and have different crazy races because of the chaos. Like, the races can be so different. I'll have, like, strings of races that just kind of play out the same a lot of the time. But I think more recently I've had races where, like, things just go insane. But, like, things like Breath of the Wild, Hall of Titans, 500 fish. About $50 games from brothers, and they played it once without me. Luckily, they paid me back, but man, $50 gone. Yeah. Started on GBA. Bye. 100 fish and 0 jungle legendary. It's like 1 in like thousands is the thing. If you didn't Breath of the Wild, that would be insane to them now. Glad you made me insane. Yeah. I really want to replay Breath of the Wild. Maybe not on stream. Maybe on stream. I don't know if, like, I think it would be beating a dead horse if I played it again on stream, probably. But, like, I do want to replay it at some point. Because I just love the game, and I like replaying it. Yeah, I got you Tears of the Kingdom. I just let you borrow my copy of Breath of the Wild. Brother, you're gonna have to buy yourself Breath of the Wild just because Breath of the Wild is so dang expensive. I'm sorry. Breath of the Wild is just out of the question. I'm sorry. Like, I will definitely get you Rhythm Heaven as like a birthday present for sure. But like, freaking Breath of the Wild is way too. If only we could do virtual cards like 5 billion miles away. Yeah. Big Nintendo game don't go down in value. Yeah. Is a true gift. Yeah. I would love to get you Breath of the Wild, but holy crap, it's so dang expensive. I just wish you could share purchases among like family members in a profile. Like, I just hate how stingy video game companies have gotten about sharing games. Like they made digital purchases like so annoying. Like even physical, it's like physical, like I get it. It's like, okay, it's a game cartridge, yeah. But like when it comes to digital, it's just so annoying. You need Steam Family, but Nintendo, yeah. It's like streaming service, to be honest, yeah. Divs are cool and so nice for consumers, yeah. And that's why I've been liking like some indie games more. Like I've been loving Hytale. I haven't played it as much as I would want to, though. Don't look so super on 3DS. Yeah. I will say, though, like, when it comes to 3DS, it didn't make you, like, if you downloaded it local to your system, you didn't have to worry about, like, not being able to play it on another system if you're logged into the account. You could download it on another system, you know, and still play it on that system, even offline. But like Nintendo introduced this thing where if it's not on your primary console, it has to check if you're allowed to play. It's like, if it's on my system, why are you blocking me for it? Clearly, I've already purchased it. So what's the point of you making it more difficult for me to play games that I've purchased? Why are you making me have internet on like alt consoles? Like I've already spent money on this, you know? Like it's so stupid. Like that's the one thing I've been hating about game companies nowadays is they're so stingy about freaking sharing games, or like even like it's not even like sharing games. It's like, oh, you have a different console that's not the primary console of this account. Why can't you play it? I downloaded it. It's local to my system. You're basically barring me from using data that is local to my system. It's a teleport, man. Like, that's why I say capitalism ruins freaking gaming. Capitalism ruins art. It ruins gaming. I don't know which one is which. That's how convoluted it is. Yeah. Capitalism just full craps on fun. Yeah, it does. Yeah, but yeah, no, the freaking game cartridge, like digital game cartridge thing is so stupid too, though. Cause it's like if I like leave like let's say like back when I had just the Switch and like the Switch Lite, right? Like the fact that like let's say I leave with the Switch Lite but forget to load a game on there that I want to play, I can't play it anymore. Like it's purchased, it's downloaded on the system, but I can't play it because I forgot to transfer it over from the other system, which is so freaking dumb. I hate it. It's so dumb. Additional $80, please. I feel like with having expansion thing, you should be able to share games, not gonna lie. That's so dumb. Big Corp be like, please give me $50 bajillion for fun time, and then you just gotta do that, and it sucks, yeah. Yeah, that's why it's like to me, like, whenever something is like just like in a content creation space, like if something's like just about like growth and not like fostering a good community or like making sure that, you know, everything's, you know, like if it's just like, okay, let me just put it this way. If it's just focused on like growth and sort of like, okay, in numbers or like profit in like a company, it just sucks because then like they cut corners to maximize the profit and then make things more difficult to maximize the profit. And then it just sucks for the consumer then. It just ends up sucking for the consumer. And 8 add-ons and the console things, yeah. And to physically sit my Switch and Switch 2 next to each other where I can swap games is so dumb. Yeah. I didn't buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe until they added the DLC because I already had it on Wii U. Oh no, I got that immediately only because of the novelty of playing like a full console Mario Kart game on the go. Like legit, that was the first, like that was the reason why I even got it in the first place. Then Mig took the Wii. Well, I'm using it. That's how I play Mario Kart Wii. I use the virtual Wii because like I'm able to just have a native HDMI so that the quality is better for video. But like I would have left you the Wii, but then a certain parent brought it over when they visited and then couldn't fly back with it. But I want my Nintendo Land. I'm sorry, but I know Wii U's are actually pretty cheap on eBay if you want to buy one. If you really want to buy one. I can mail you over Nintendo Land. I don't even play it. Actually, no, I don't even have it. Do I have it? Hold up. Oh, I do. I do have Nintendo Land. Yeah, but where would I put it? You should. I'll give you the games too, yeah. We have less than 8 minutes until 3 hours. It's not looking good. Using this to waste points? You're wasting like 1% of your points, if even. If even. Trying to get the perfect number. Also, I need to get caught up on the VODs channel. I am so far behind. I'm like over a month behind now on streams. But I think at this point though, I'm going to just upload the VODs without a thumbnail because like my one thing that I've been wanting to try to find the time for is making a thumbnail for the VODs. But at this point, I'm just so far behind that I just need to just upload them. Okay, I'm super lazy with VODs. I looked away at 69.7. It's funny. Yeah, I have so many VODs I need to upload on YouTube. I have them like uploaded, I just haven't publicized them. I draw mine, so I just gave up the day of or after as like part of my post-stream routine. Yeah, I do that. Like I export it to YouTube and I just have it private until I have a thumbnail for it, but I'm too lazy to do it at this point. It's like that's like 15 thumbnails I would have to do. And I just don't have the time to do 15 thumbnails at this point. And like I can't do like a lazy thumbnail either because I wouldn't be happy with myself. We have 5 minutes until 3 hours. I don't think the legendary is happening, guys. Feather Falling 4 book is crazy, actually. What the heck? Find a thumbnail artist eventually. I like doing thumbnails myself just because it gives me something to do sometimes. I will say. Also, I'm so specific about my vision sometimes about what I want to do that like yeah. I would be a pain to work with, honestly. That's why I'd be scared to have an editor or like a thumbnail artist or anything. Cause like I get so specific that I just feel like I'd be annoying to work with. I feel like anyone who does like who yeah. Won't happen with that attitude. I just like making thumbnails, I think. You're annoying it. You're my brother, so I'm used to it. Yeah. I just like making thumbnails. So like I'm fine with it. It's just I don't want to do like 15 thumbnails. Four minutes. Are we gonna get the legendary, guys? Hopefully the believers. I appreciate all you believers. I really hope we get it. I really, really hope we get it. We're so close. We're so freaking close. Come on. We can't miss any too. We're locked in. Can vote, but I believe. Believers unite. Believers unite. I wish it was raining right now. It would be so great if it was raining right now. This would actually give me, it would actually give me more chances than this. Come on, we can do it. Wish gods can hear us. Give us a sign. Come on. Ah. Come on. We have 2 minutes. Ah, 2 minutes. Ah. Less than 2 minutes now. Ah. Come on. Come on, we get a core fish, but can we get a glitch fish, please? A glitch. Imagine we get it like literally at the last minute. That'd be crazy, right, guys? That'd be so crazy if we get it like last minute. Glitch fish, please. We have less than 1 minute. 1 minute left. Ah! Ah! I don't know, guys. I don't think it's gonna happen. Ah! Oh no! No! Oh god, and it takes so long to catch the next fish. Hello, Trisha Rose. We're towards the end of the fishing stream. Trying to see if I can get the legendary. Okay, this might be the last one. I'll get that hydrate in a second. Yep, that was the last one. No legendary. Wait, how do I do the result of the prediction? Choose outcome. It was no, guys. Sorry, gang. All right, maybe next time. We'll do another prediction the next time we do a fishing stream. But yeah, we got a couple shinies though, so that's cool. We got a chunky shiny and a whopper shiny. Okay, this is almost full, so we're gonna need to do another shulker box. But yeah, that is another fishing stream down. No legendary. The legendary's been able to not being able to catch us. Oh, I fell. I fell through the cracks. All right, I'm gonna snooze this. Okay, that is going to be the end of the stream. I'd like to thank you all for coming by. It has been a fun stream where we yapped, talk about lore in the latest episode, which was an insane episode, I'll say. But yes, I'm gonna head out. Actually, we're gonna just end off here. Maybe next stream, Sniff couldn't reach my points. Let's see. Let's find somebody to raid. Wait, I saw Leon said he was streaming. Is he going to be streaming soon? I don't see him online. You know what, for now, we'll just raid Viking. All right. /raid Viking Pilot. If you are subscribed, use this raid message right here. And if you're not, that is A-okay. Just use this raid message right here. But yeah, we're going to send y'all over to Viking Pilot. So yeah, I like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. And I will see y'all in the next stream. Bye-bye! Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button again. I don't know if I'm ever going to press the right button, honestly.